is a failure. I don't care if you like the movie, and I don't care if you hate it. The common consensus on Rotten Tomatoes is now at a 49%.
Yeah, I went on Rotten Tomatoes, and since it is actually the worst movie I've ever seen, personally, I haven't seen every movie, but I've seen Ishtar, and I've seen space boobs in space, and that was actually better. So, yeah, my vote is in there. I mean, there's 172, a quarter of them over. What is that? Oh, around a quarter of a million votes. So, pretty good consensus. Even the critics are down to 90%. Kind of an 8 out of 10 as opposed to like a 9.5 out of 10. So, yeah, and this is Desperate Spider, and he's just going with it. He's like, yeah, it's because it's bad, you know? So let's just see if he says anything. I don't even know, you know?
Amongst regular viewers. And if we take a look at Box Office Mojo,
yeah, did you hear that? Regular people like us, just regular people, not like way up there and like so smart like you know, in America. Oh, whoops, wrong country for like your aristocratic viewpoint. I mean, trust me, if I thought you know what I mean? If I thought, you know, run some kind of aristocratic, well, it doesn't really work in America, does it? Oh, that's right. Oh, wrong country. Boy. Oh, that makes me see. That's what makes me wonder. You're trying to be an aristocrat in America, but you're too stupid to realize that America won't allow it. Which tells me that you don't come from aristocracy. Like, none of your ancestors are aristocracy. Because you would have been smart enough. Or at least, I mean, you know what I mean? Because aristocrats do that. Remember in Germany, they had to go to Britain. They were like, oh, we can't really do it here. These people are a little bit not liking it. So we'll just go to England and we'll just be their aristocrats. And the English were like, oh, right, we're all into it. You know? So there's that. But anyway, let's just... Enough. Let's just hear what he has to say.
You can see that the film, for the past 4 weekends, 2 of which that were 4-day weekends, has been losing money and losing it at a rapid rate.
Super bad numbers.
If we compare
really
the
bad
loss
numbers
of The Last Jedi to Attack of the Clones and The Phantom Menace, it is easy to spot that The Last Jedi is failing to garner enough repeated views to sustain a healthy decline. Yes, movies always dip in sales by the time the second weekend rolls around and continues its decline.
But not like triple bad. Triple bad
but
every
the key
time.
thing for a movie is not how much you'll lose. It's how little you'll lose.
Right.
On my last Star Wars video, I showed that the consumer rating at that time for The Last Jedi was at a somewhat okay 51%. And a couple weeks before my video, it was sitting somewhere around 57%.
Yeah, he's the stats guy.
Now,
he's running the numbers for us.
Weeks later, it is at 49%.
49%. You know what that looks like on the graph? Looks like a cartoon. You know what I mean? Woo! Looks like a slide. Anyway, I just want to thank you, Desperate Spider. Excellent video, and you got all the stats. Very nice. We need that too. I mean... It's you can talk and talk, but the numbers really don't lie too much when it comes to sales. Because someone is honest, apparently, that makes these numbers. They can't fake that part. Gareth Lewis, let's just throw him in. Come on, Gareth, get in here. Part 2. Start in the middle.
It's so disconnected from episode 7 in terms of the writing. And that's annoying because it's not one trilogy, right? Or it's not going to be one trilogy. It's like going to be 3 separate films.
Yeah.
You got all the setup that JJ and Lawrence Kasdan did in episode 7 was completely disregarded in this film.
Whoops.
Notably about Rey. Her origin.
Notably.
Are force powers that you can't swallow it. As a viewer.
Hard to swallow. That's another way to put this movie. Hard to swallow.
And they just sort of made up this new force power. Now, that's fine, because over the years, I mean, those of you who play Star Wars video games will now and again
some of those force powers are in the RPG too.
Never heard of before.
I heard of it.
I think it was like
I heard of it.
Or something.
All of them. All the ones they showed. I already know. I already knew.
Boomerang, and I always thought...
It's just the way they showed it was not very good, right?
In episode 3, they didn't
do it
but
justice.
That's fine. I mean, all they're doing is throwing a lightsaber and, pulling it back using the Force. Right?
No, I was familiar with all that shit. I really was. It wasn't a big deal. It's just how they showed it.
Surviving and flying through space.
Yeah, that one was the furthest fetched because she got blowed up.
Utterly ridiculous.
She had the force shield first. They didn't show that. Very poor. Very poor. I agree.
What would the conversation be like between Rian Johnson and George Lucas?
Well, what would it have been like? Hi, I've got no idea. She just flies back. What do you think about that?
Within the boundaries of Star Wars. Another thing
I think you're a right kid, is what I think.
Was my criticism of the humour in the film. Right?
No, you guys.
Now, I'm not opposed to humour in a Star Wars film. I know there's humour in the original trilogy, but in the original trilogy, there is nowhere where there are jokes at the expense of characters, primarily villains.
Bad spirit, bad. What do they call that? Bad humor. They call that bad taste. Poor taste. This movie suffers from poor taste. How's that for some aristocratic talk? But there you have it. He's saying it, not me. But now I'm saying it too, because he's right. You're right. Just poor taste. Oh, I'm having trouble getting reception. Gee, isn't that funny? I've been like, did you guys blast him out of the sky yet?